Hello, 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 all my Miss Hope's Reading Hour friends. This is Miss Hope from Miss Hope's Reading Hour. So glad to be here with you on a Tuesday, a terrific Tuesday. This is the do-over of yesterday when I was muted for like 30 minutes. So, of course, I did not want to leave you all without some great books to hear and read and see pictures. So I wanted to come on today to make it up to you all. Thank you so much to Miss Eileen for letting me know that I was muted. I was so into the books, I didn't even look over at the chat and saw that she said, "Oh, yeah, we can't hear you on Facebook or YouTube." So, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Instagram, welcome to a terrific Tuesday. So, I did not make the same mistake today. I made sure to look down and see, nope, that does not have a slash through it, so I am not muted. It is not on my screen, so I am not muted. You can hear me today. So hopefully you had a good rest of your marvelous Monday. And today, hopefully today is a terrific Tuesday. I know in my class I had some problems with the technological things, but we were able to fix some of them and not fix other ones. So that's just the way it is sometimes with the technological stuff. Hopefully you had a great day in virtual school. Hopefully my teacher friends and my parent friends didn't have too much trouble either. And hopefully your classes, my student friends, was fun. You had a good time with your teachers and your friends. And hopefully you are learning a lot, even though we are not all together and able to see one another. So, happy terrific Tuesday. As you saw from the teaser, yesterday we had some fishy stories. So our books for today, our first two books have to do with fish. So the one I read yesterday, it starts with fish and ends with fish, but it's a lot of funny and strange things in between. And of course, Dr. Seuss always has some surprises in his books. So today's first book is Dr. Seuss, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. Okay, so that is the first book we are going to read today by Dr. Seuss. As I said yesterday, Dr. Seuss wrote so many books. Like I literally have a lot of books here. I might just do a Dr. Seuss day on Miss Hope's Reading Hour because he wrote so many books. All right, and then number 2 is from The Rainbow Fish collection. So you know how Miss Hope likes an anthology or a collection where there's more than one story in a book. You know how she likes that. So this book and all the books inside are by Marcus Pfister. And today we are reading... All right, let's go back. Oh man, gotta go back a little more. It is called, I believe, The Rainbow Fish Finds His Way. All right, let's see. Oh, I think I missed it. Yes, Rainbow Fish Finds His Way. That is the story we are reading out of the Rainbow Fish collection. And of course, we must get to the fishy things happening in the story of poor Henry the Hippo here and Belly Up. When we get to this, I'll tell you about where we are so far if you've missed anything, okay? All right. And you notice our ambiance music sounds kind of tropical, of course, to go with the fish, right? Now, before we get to the books, I wanted to mention something to my adult friends and my teacher friends and my parent teacher friends and my friends who may be a part of or have started organizations that work with parents and with children and families. I'm sorry. So, if you've noticed, there have been times when Miss Hope has worn a t-shirt that had something written on it, right? Like t-shirts like that. So I know that several organizations, they have t-shirts too. So I would like to be able to shout out your organization if you work with children and families or work to help children and families. So if you have a t-shirt, I would like to get it and shout you out on Miss Hope's Reading Hour. And maybe not only shout you out on Miss Hope's Reading Hour, but maybe you or a representative from your organization can come on and be a guest reader. That would be awesome to have you come on and be a guest reader and tell us about your organization so we can shout you out and you can get some support during this time, okay? Because children and families still need assistance. And if you have an organization, you are probably still doing your best to do just that. Offer support and assistance to children and families. So, if you would like for your organization to be spotlighted on Miss Hope's Reading Hour, you can make a comment in on any of the platforms on the videos, or you can email me. Excuse me. You can email me at misshopesrh, which is for Reading Hour, at gmail.com. So MSHOPESRH@gmail.com. misshopesrh@gmail.com. And you can email me saying, yes, I would love for you to wear a t-shirt from my organization, and I would like to come on as a guest reader with you to tell you about my organization that helps children and families. And this is not just for adults. If you, my young ones, have started an organization that helps other children and their families, I want to shout out your organization too. So if you have a t-shirt, Miss Hope will wear it and possibly let you come on if you want to as a guest reader. Okay? So please feel free to contact me either in the comments of these videos or at that email address, misshopesrh@gmail.com. Okay? Now, let us get to our first book by Dr. Seuss. Let me put the big collection right there. Dr. Seuss, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Of course, we have to start there. Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. This one has a little star. This one has a little car. Say, what a lot of fish there are. Yes, some are red and some are blue. Some are old and some are new. Some are sad and some are glad. And some are very, very bad. Why, are they sad and glad and bad? I don't know. Go ask your dad. I don't know. Some are thin and some are fat. The fat one has a yellow hat. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. What funny things are we about to see? Here are some who like to run. They run for fun in the hot, hot sun. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. A lot of funny things go by. Some have 2 feet and some have 4. Some have 6 feet and some have more. Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come a long, long way. We see them come, we see them go. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask me why. Go ask your mother. Come on, I have questions. Say, look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 11. 11? This is something new. I wish I had 11 too. Well, see, I don't know about having 11 fingers. It might be a little strange. Bump, bump, bump. Did you ever ride a wump? We have a wump with just one hump. But we know a man called Mr. Gump. Mr. Gump has a 7-hump wump. So if you like to go bump, bump, just jump on the hump of the wump of Gump. That's a lot of bumps. Who am I? My name is Ned. I do not like my little bed. This is no good. This is not right. My feet stick out of bed all night. And when I pull them in, oh dear, my head sticks out of bed up here. Sir, you need another bed. We like our bike. It's made for 3. Our Mike sits up in back, you see. We like our Mike, and this is why. Mike does all the work when the hills get high. I wonder what a Mike is. Hello there, Ned. How do you do? Tell me, what is new? How are things in your little bed? What is new? Please tell me, Ned. I do not like this bed at all. A lot of things have come to call. A cow, a dog, a cat, a mouse. Oh, what a bed. Oh, what a house. Listen, I got a little bed. Everybody can't fit in here. Oh dear, you cannot hear. Will you please come over near? Will you please look in my ear? There must be something in there, I fear. Say, look, a bird is in your ear, but he is out, so have no fear. Again, your ear can hear, my dear. My hat is old, my teeth are gold. I have a bird I like to hold. My shoe is off, my foot is cold. My shoe is off, my foot is cold. I have a bird I like to hold. My hat is old, my teeth are gold. And now my story is all told. Short and sweet and to the point. We took a look. We saw a nook. On his head he had a hook. On his hook, he had a book. On his book was how to cook. We saw him sit and try to cook. He took a look at the book on the hook. But a Nook can't read, so a Nook can't cook. So, what good to a Nook is a hook cookbook? I guess not much. The moon was out, and we saw some sheep. Now, the moon was out, and we saw some sheep. We saw some sheep take a walk in their sleep. By the light of the moon, by the light of a star, they walked all night from near to far. I would never walk. I would take a car. I don't know, maybe not if you're asleep. That might be dangerous. I do not like this one so well. All he does is yell, yell, yell. I will not have this one about. When he comes in, I put him out. This one is quiet as a mouse. I like to have him in the house. I don't blame you. Can't be yelling all in the house. At our house, we open cans. We have to open many cans. That is why we have a Zans. A Zans for cans is very good. Have you a Zans for cans? You should. I like to box. How I like to box. So every day I box a gox. In yellow socks, I box my gox. I box in yellow gox box socks. How nice that you have something specifically for that. It is fun to sing if you sing with a ying. My ying can sing like anything. I sing high and my ying sings low. And we are not too bad, you know. Must be fun harmonizing. This one, I think, is called a yink. He likes to wink. He likes to drink. He likes to drink and drink and drink. The thing he likes to drink is ink. The ink he likes to drink is pink. He likes to wink and drink pink ink. So, if you have a lot of ink, then you should get a yink, I think. Now that is one thing I've never seen. Pink ink. Hop, hop, hop. I am a yop. All I like to do is hop from finger top to finger top. I hop from left to right and then hop, hop. I hop right back again. I like to hop all day and night from right to left and left to right. Why do I like to hop, hop, hop? I don't know. Go ask your pop. It's just what I like to do, okay? Brush, 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 brush. Comb, 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 comb. Blue hair is fun to brush and comb. All girls who like to brush and comb should have a pet like this at home. That might be fun. That's a lot of hair on that little animal. Who is this pet? Say, he is wet. You never yet met a pet, I bet, as wet as they let this wet pet get. At least he has his own umbrella. Did you ever fly a kite in bed? Did you ever walk with 10 cats on your head? Did you ever milk this kind of cow? Well, we can do it. We know how. If you never did, you should. These things are fun and fun. is good. Might be a little dangerous walking with the cats on your head, though. Hello, hello. Are you there? Hello. I called you up to say hello. I said hello. Can you hear me, Joe? Oh no, I cannot hear your call. I cannot hear your call at all. This is not good, and I know why. A mouse has cut the wire. Goodbye. Gotta get that little mouse. From near to far, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. These yellow pets are called the Zeds. They have one hair up on their heads. Their hair grows fast, so fast they say they need a haircut every day. With one hair? That's pretty crazy. One hair? Who am I? My name is Ish. On my hand I have a dish. I to help me wish. When I wish to make a wish, I wave my hand with a big swish swish. Then I say I wish for fish, and I get fish right on my dish. So, if you wish to wish a wish, you may swish for fish with my ish wish dish. I wonder what else you can wish for on that dish. Hopefully not just fish. At our house, we play out back. We play a game called Ring the Gack. Would you like to play this game? Come down. We have the only gack in town. That's the only place you can play it. Look what we found in the park, in the dark. We will take him home. We will name him Clark. He will live at our house. He will grow and grow. Will our mother like this? We don't know. Especially if he grows and grows. He's already pretty big. And now, good night. It is time to sleep. So we will sleep with our pet Zeep. Today is gone. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. Every day from here to there, funny things are everywhere. The end. Yeah, those were some funny things. I don't know, I think the only funny thing that I would like to try is the wump with all the humps. I think that would be fun. Okay. What thing would you like that you think would be fun? So I would like the wump, and I would like the little one with all the blue hair. Because I remember when I was younger, I used to love combing my Barbie hair. So something with that much fluffy blue hair, I think I might want to have that so I can comb the hair. Okay. Now to our next book, Rainbow Fish Finds His Way by Marcus Pfister. Deep in the sea, a terrible storm was approaching. Nearly all of Rainbow Fish's friends had taken shelter in their protective cave. Only the little striped fish and rainbow fish were still swimming about. Come on, the little striped fish said. We have to go back to the others. We're only safe from the storm if we're in the cave. You go on ahead, Rainbow Fish said. I'm almost finished collecting these wonderful blue pebbles. I'll be right there. Better hurry up, Rainbow Fish. Hurry, please, the striped fish didn't want to leave his friend. It is far too dangerous out here in the open. But Rainbow Fish was too busy to be afraid. Just as he was gathering one last pebble, the storm hit. He tried to swim against the rushing water, but it was too strong. A whirling current of water tore through with such force that Rainbow Fish was whipped back against a rock, and suddenly everything went black. Then the current swept him away. When he could finally see again, the storm was over. Dazed, he looked around. The water was so cloudy that he couldn't see the fins of any of his friends. As the water cleared, he realized that it wasn't just the water. He had no idea where he was. Suddenly, Rainbow Fish backed into something prickly. Ouch! Watch where you're swimming, grumbled the voice. Rainbow Fish looked to see who had spoken. It was a spiky pufferfish, hidden among some wild cactus. My, oh my, who have we here? I've never seen you in these parts before. That's because I've never been here before, Rainbow Fish said, and he told how the storm had dragged him away from his friends. Do you have any idea how I can find my way back? Rainbow Fish asked. My friends all have a glittering silver scale like this one. A glitter school? Said the pufferfish. How unique. But no, I have no idea. I've never seen a scale like that in my life. What if I take you to my friend the scallop? She gets around more than I do. Maybe she can help you. The scallop listened calmly to the problem. She thought for a long time, cleared her throat, and finally said, the only school of fish around here is a school of striped fish, but there's not a glittering scale among them. Striped fish? Rainbow Fish perked up. One of my friends is a striped fish. Well then, said Scallop, I'll take you to them. Ooh. Excuse me for asking, said Rainbow Fish, but how can you take me there? You don't have fins to swim with. Just you watch, the scallop suppressed a smile. Before Rainbow Fish knew what was happening, the scallop was on her way. She snapped the two sides of her shell together and shot through the water as fast as Rainbow Fish could follow. I did not know that scallops could do that. I learned something new yesterday. Here we are, the scallop said, sounding pleased with herself. Rainbow Fish looked around. They were in the middle of a strange undersea landscape. It reminded him of a limestone cave and made him a little nervous. Excuse me, he said to the scallop, but where are all the striped fish? Come out, everybody, said the scallop. He's harmless. Timidly, the striped fish began to appear. They had hidden themselves well. Now Rainbow Fish could see more and more of them. But you're not green at all. He looked at the fish with disappointment. I know I'll never find my way home. Green? Asked a striped fish. You mean green with gold stripes? Like our cousins? That's right, Rainbow Fish said, surprised. Well, we know where to find them. We'll take you right over to their school, said the fish. How do you like that? They're cousins. From a distance, Rainbow Fish already recognized the school of green and gold striped fish. They looked exactly like his friend. The little striped fish had lived with Rainbow Fish and his friends ever since he'd gotten separated from his own school. The green striped fish were delighted when Rainbow Fish told them that their long-lost brother was safe and well. But when Rainbow Fish asked for help finding his home, they had no idea at all where to direct him. Oh man, back to square one. Oh, here. With a heavy heart, Rainbow Fish realized that he would have to search the ocean on his own until he found his friends. He felt something poking him under his fin. What was that? It was one of the blue pebbles that he had been gathering before the storm. Here, said Rainbow Fish to the school, you should have this to remember your brother. He and I were collecting these when I got caught up in the storm. He gave the pebble to the fish. Oh, how nice. A little parting gift. One of the oldest striped fish came forward and looked closely at the stone. I've seen this type of stone before, he said. They're quite rare. They can only be found in one place. I found such pebbles in the past. I know right where they are. For a moment, it was utterly still. Then everyone began to swim around Rainbow Fish and bubble with excitement. They could help him after all. Together, they raced to the bed of blue pebbles, where they saw Rainbow Fish's friends out searching for him. Of course, the little striped fish was among them. And so it happened that the two schools of fish were reunited with their long-lost friends at last. That night, they all had a party to celebrate. They had so much fun that they would all remember it for years and years to come. The end. Now, wasn't that a nice story? Rainbow Fish gets back to his friends. The striped fish gets back to his long-lost brothers and sisters. It is a good day for all. Very good story. Thank you, Mr. Marcus Pfister. All right, now, my friends, you know where we're going. You know where we're going. Well, we are back to Belly Up by Stuart Gibbs. So, we are at the part of the story, the mystery, okay? We are at chapter 14 and chapter 13 at the end. Finally, Teddy and his mother go to the big Carnivore Canyon party for the opening of Carnivore Canyon at Fun Jungle. So at the party, Summer introduces Teddy and his mother to her father, J.J. McCracken. They are inside of Carnivore Canyon, walking around, looking at the exhibits, because everyone else is outside of Carnivore Canyon having fun at the party. So They meet JJ McCracken. Summer has already told her father about everything that her and Teddy have found out about what happened to poor Henry the Hippo and what they think made him go belly up. And he has been talking to the head of security, Buck Grassley. Okay. And he has filled him in on the investigation. And Buck thinks that he's close, but he doesn't think that it was one person that did it. He thinks it was someone who is a competitor of Fun Jungle. So someone who wants to compete for their business. Okay. Well, at the end of chapter 13, it was JJ McCracken, Teddy's mother, Teddy, and Summer. They're walking around the canyon. They're near the lions. It was the lions. No, the tigers. Okay. And they hear this banging, clanging metal. But then all of a sudden, after everything got quiet, they see these green eyes looking back at them. And it is the eyes of a tiger who has gotten out of their enclosure. So they are face to face with a tiger. Someone let the tiger out. Who knows who it is? That is where we are now. Chapter 14, the end of the party. Okay. The tiger was on the walkway between us and the main entrance of Carnivore Canyon. It was locked in a crouch, legs cocked, ready to pounce, its tail flicking from side to side. I began to tremble with fear. So did Summer and JJ. Only Mom seemed composed. She took my hand in hers and squeezed it reassuringly. Stay calm, she said quietly. That's a defensive posture. The tiger's more afraid than we are. I had a hard time believing that. In all my years in Africa, I'd never come face to face with a hungry predator. It was terrifying. JJ took a step back, away from the tiger. The tiger snorted angrily. JJ froze. No sudden movements, Mom told us. No loud noises. Anything sudden may trigger the attack instinct. Daddy, I'm scared, Summer whimpered. It was the first time I'd ever heard her actually sound like a 13-year-old. Behind the tiger, I could see something metal propped up against the outer railing of the walkway. The top end of a ladder. The rest of the ladder descended into the exhibit, which explained how the tiger had got out. It also meant the other 3 tigers in the exhibit could get out too. Oh, I forgot my glasses, but we're going to forget it for now. The tiger's escape had been amazingly quiet. Even now, its growl was so low, it was almost below the range of our hearing, especially covered by the distant cocktail party chatter. In fact, there was a cluster of guests on the walkway not far beyond the tiger who hadn't even noticed it yet. They were gabbing away, oblivious to the fact that their lives were in danger. Was the tiger caught in the wild or bred in captivity? My mom asked. Captivity, JJ replied. The Columbus Zoo, I think. So it's used to humans. It probably doesn't even think of us as prey. Why is it ready to attack then? To defend itself. It's scared. It's in a new place. There's a loud party going on. Bright lights are shining into its exhibit. It thinks we're a threat. So what do we do? Asked Summer. Don't agitate it. Just relax. I'm speed dialing security. My mom had her phone open and slowly pressed the buttons with her thumb. It could be 5 minutes before they get here, JJ said. We could be dinner by then. Not if the tiger decides we're not a threat. A shriek pierced the air. One of the party guests behind the tiger had finally noticed it. She dropped her champagne glass and ran. The rest of her the rest of her friends did too. They scurried as fast as they could in their high-heeled shoes, which wasn't very fast at all. The tiger whipped around, startled. It saw humans running, which triggered its attack response. It was a second from taking off after them when JJ McCracken bolted in the other direction. Summer disappeared from my side as he yanked her along. Later, JJ would claim he was sure the tiger was already heading in the opposite direction and that he was taking advantage of the distraction to get a message to security. But I knew what he was really doing. He was panicking. If he'd waited another second or two, the tiger would surely have headed after the other guests. But as it was, JJ's sudden movement brought the tiger's attention back towards. It swung around, poised to attack, and saw the McCrackens fleeing. But Mom and I were now left as the closest targets. The tiger roared loud enough to make the walkway vibrate. Then it sprang. Before I could run, Mom tackled me. She pinned me to the walkway, shielding me from the tiger with her own body. The giant cat quickly closed the distance between us, covering 15 feet with each pounce. Within seconds, it was only 10 feet away. Someone suddenly darted past us from behind, heading toward the tiger. I couldn't see who it was in the darkness, only that he was armed with a broom. The tiger ignored him, still focused on us. It sprang, teeth bared, claws extending from its paws. The man swung the broom like a baseball bat, catching the tiger full in the face. The tiger tumbled to the walkway, shook its head, and sneezed. Down, the man ordered. To my astonishment, the tiger cowered like a scared kitten. It even whined a bit. The man cocked the broom over his shoulder again. Back, he ordered. The tiger turned around and slunk toward the ladder with its tail between its legs. The man chanced a look our way, and the light from the exhibit illuminated his face. It was my father. You all right? He asked. I'd never been so happy to see anyone in my life. I leapt to my feet and hugged him as hard as I could. We are now, Mom said. I could hear the emotion in her voice. She was thrilled by Dad's arrival. She was as thrilled by Dad's arrival as I was. Dad gave me a comforting squeeze, then looked back at the tiger, which had returned to the ladder. It placed a paw on the rail, considering the climb down to his enclosure. Then it gave Dad a mischievous glance and bounded down the walkway toward the party. Oops, Dad said. In retrospect, it seemed crazy that I'd ran after the tiger that had just tried to attack me, but that's how safe I felt with Dad around. He went after the tiger, and before I knew it, Mom and I were following. Maybe it was that, within a second, Dad had established his dominance and reduced the tiger from a wild animal to an overgrown house cat. Much of an animal's behavior involves its position in the dominance hierarchy. An animal that doesn't know its place will be confused and agitated. However, one that knows its place, even if it's on the bottom, will be far more relaxed. The tiger, Kashmir, was only 2 years old. Although fully grown, he was still a kitten at heart. Now that he'd calmed down, he began to play. Only no one at the party knew that. The moment Kashmir gambled out of the exhibit, chaos erupted. The screams of terror echoed back into the canyon as we ran down the walkway. Mom paused, holding me back, though not out of fear. She'd already fully recovered from our scare. She was looking at the ladder that extended from the tiger exhibit. It was about 30 feet tall, fully extended, and it leaned against the walkway rail at a gentle angle that would have been easy for a tiger to scale. Thankfully, there were no other tigers on their way up, though one was prodding it curiously with its paw as it considered the climb. Help me get this out, Mom said. The last thing we need are two tigers crashing the party. I helped her heave the ladder over the railing. It was only aluminum, so it didn't weigh too much. There was an inch thick piece of rope tied to one of the top rungs. It was only a foot long, having been cut clean through. I looked across the exhibit and saw the other end of the rope dangling on the far side, where it was tied to a rock at the top of the cliff. I realized how whoever had rigged the ladder to free the tigers had done it. But before I could say anything, we heard a roar from Kashmir, followed by a renewed round of screams from the party guests. Wait here, Mom said. She dropped the ladder to the walkway and then ran toward the party. Despite her warnings, I followed her. Whoever had rigged the ladder might still be around. I felt safer near my parents, even with a tiger loose. By the time I exited Carnivore Canyon, any semblance of the genteel gala event had evaporated. Guests were shrieking at the top of their lungs, stampeding in every direction, shoving and clawing at one another to get away. There was no sense of dignity or chivalry. I saw a security guard flatten three old ladies with his dash for safety. No one else from security was anywhere to be seen. Even one of them, every one of them had fled their posts. Many people had run straight out of their shoes. The lawn was strewn with high heels, as well as thousands of champagne glasses, plates of food, and purses everyone had quickly cast aside. There were also quite a few guests strewn on the lawn as well. Whether they'd been shoved over or had simply tripped and face planted onto the grass was unclear. Rather than chase any of them, Kashmir had settled on far tastier and easier prey: a massive roast in the middle of an abandoned buffet table. The tiger happily bounded onto the buffet, which promptly collapsed under its weight, catapulting a tray full of sushi into the bobcat exhibit. Doc came running to the walkway from Carnivore Canyon. He took one look at the pandemonium and burst into laughter. Now that's what I call a party, he said. Two of the carnivore keepers rushed over. Both seemed less worried about Kashmir than they did about their jobs. Oh boy, the first said, McCracken's gonna have our heads for this. It's not your fault, Mom said. Not unless one of you left a ladder in the tiger pit. The keepers looked at her incredulously. Why would there be a ladder in the tiger pit? The second said. To help tigers escape, Dad explained. Why would anyone want to do that? Said both keepers at once. Mom and Dad both turned to me, the same thing occurring to them at once. To make Fun Jungle look bad, Mom said. It was a lie. an attempt to hide the truth from me. But it didn't fool me for a second. I was thinking the same thing mom and dad were. Once again, the escape of a deadly animal had been engineered when I was close by. Dad took my hand and squeezed it tightly. I thought you were in China, I said. Your mother called me and said you were in trouble, so I jumped on the first plane back. I knew that wasn't as easy as he made it sound. Flying halfway around the world on the spur of the moment was never simple, especially when you were starting from rural China. Later, I found the last 36 hours traveling, most of it uncomfortably, in the backs of trucks and on cargo planes, just to get back to help me. He also forfeited a high profile assignment and the chance to see big pandas in the wild. But Dad acted like it was no big deal. He didn't want me to think I caused him any trouble, even though I had. Mom gave both of us a huge hug. She was crying a little, though I wasn't sure if it was because she was happy to see Dad, worried about me, or relieved to be alive. Everyone who was left was now staring at us. Most times, I might have I might have mom's public affection. Most times I might have There's a little typo. That's why I got a little confused. Most times I might have thought mom's public affection was embarrassing, but I didn't that night. Even if we were on live television, I could have hugged both of my parents for an hour straight. There was a wine from Kashmir. The tiger had licked an ice sculpture and got its tongue stuck to it. Dad reluctantly pulled away from mom and me. There were others to take care of. Can you get this guy back home? He asked the keepers. Yeah, they sighed. One took the broom from Dad, and they both approached the tiger so nonchalantly it might as well have been a baby duck. Bad Cashmere, one said. Bad tiger. Time to go home. Mom was still clutching Dad's hand. Thank God you got here in time, she said. How'd you know what to do? I shot some publicity stills of the tigers a few weeks ago. I had to go in the pit with the keepers, so they showed me all their training techniques. They use the broom a lot. It sends the right message, but it doesn't hurt the tiger. Where'd you get the broom? I asked. Dad looked at me blankly. I don't know, he admitted. It all happened so fast. When I got here, someone told me you were in the canyon. So I came around through the exit, thinking I'd catch you coming out. Then I heard the tiger and I saw you, so I ran to help and I guess the broom was just there. On the walkway? Mom asked suspiciously. Yes, maybe someone from the cleaning crew left it there. Or more likely, someone who knew the tiger was going to be out. Did you see anyone else on the walkway as you came in? Dad shrugged. A few people, but I didn't pay any attention to them. The only people I recognized were JJ and his daughter, and they were running like crazy. Hey, Doc said, what did happen to Moneybags? Guess he's still hiding somewhere, Mom said. At that moment, my phone buzzed. I pulled it out and found a text from Summer. Are you okay? I wrote back, yes, we're okay. Where are you? Well, we will end there, my friends. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Okay. So, someone purposely put the ladder in the tiger enclosure. We have to find out who did it. So let me show you how much of the book we got left. We are very close, friend. We close. Look at that. Look at that. We are very close to finding out who is up to all of this shady stuff. So JJ McCracken and Summer ran. And thank goodness Teddy's dad came to save the day. But where did the broom come from? Who left it there? Who put the ladder in the enclosure of the tigers? Who did it? We got to find out, friends. So I will be back. Miss Hope's Reading Hour will be back tomorrow. Of course, because on this terrific Tuesday, this was a makeup for the little snafu that happened with the muted sound on Monday. Well, my friends, whew, we are at the end of another Miss Hope's Reading Hour on this special terrific Tuesday. I will see you again tomorrow on a wonderful Wednesday, where we will get back to what is happening in Belly Up. And we will have 2 more great books for you all on our wonderful Wednesday broadcast. So until then, my friends, have a great rest of your terrific Tuesday. I hope that it is terrific for you. Miss Hope, after she gets off of here, has to get to doing some homework of her own. Remember, we're both in school. Me and you, we're both in school. So I have some homework that I have to do. Well, let me get to it. Have a great, terrific Tuesday evening. And I will see you right back here for Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope at 6 p.m. and Instagram around 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, and I will see you on our wonderful Wednesday broadcast. Until then,